probably can't see me, but you can hear me. Good evening, welcome to the Boyd-Dunlop Gallery. If you don't know me, I'm Richard Boyd-Dunlop, and we're very lucky to be working with Delicia in the Hawke's Bay Arts Festival with Threads of Touch. And welcome to the opening. So I'll just keep it brief, and I'm going to pass you over to Peach, and he's going to say a little bit, and then he'll pass you over to Delicia. So, welcome.
Thank you, Richard. Thanks for having us here today. I'm Peach Lyser, I'm the festival director. It's beautiful to start off a festival on a Saturday afternoon before we actually start off the festival. And this particular exhibition came about when Delicia and Lemmy, who we connected with probably about 30 years ago, resurfaced through COVID. So thanks to COVID, we have this opportunity to see threads of touch in this particular context. Delicia started with this very exhibition March 15, when the Christchurch massacre happened, and it was an inspiration to kind of respond to a moment in New Zealand history that probably nobody anticipated, let alone expected, or knew how to deal with. She may talk to you a little bit more about the start of this, but it was about the response that came out of that moment where we felt we needed to connect and embrace and hold each other tight after such a moment of devastation. And that was the beginning. And then about a year later, COVID struck, and suddenly the impulse to wanting to touch and hold close was taken away from us. We were told not to hug, not to kiss, not to be too close, and be fearful. Nevertheless, our impulse of wanting to hug when we see our friends in particular, or our beloved ones, is always there. So Threads of Touch became a series of works that Delicia then approached us and said, how about we bring it to the festival? And I couldn't have thought of anything more appropriate in this particular times. And the works I didn't see beforehand, other than a couple of photographs, but it's been a real delight to see them arrive and unfold. And this particular exhibition is slightly different in that it doesn't just happen in one place, but it happens in multiple places. So for you to actually see the full work, you have to commit to a little journey and a little excursion. You can't just come, see, and that's it. If you actually want to experience it, you've got to come here, then you go and visit Tennyson Gallery, then you may go to Creative Arts Napier up the road, and then you make your way across the big river and the big ditch to Hastings, and you'll find more works at Arts in Keritonga, and then from there you can go to the Opera House where you'll find an even bigger work or two, and then you can go to Havelock North Muse Gallery and find more work over there. And by the end of it you will have seen a lot of these works that are in this catalogue. But not only that, you will have made connections and got in touch with other people, other galleries, other places. And you will have made connection with our community here in Hawke's Bay. So that's really what this work is about, but that's also what the Hawke's Bay Arts Festival is about. It's about making connections, bringing us together. So our kaupapa for 2020 is Tutira mai ngā iwi. Come together, stand shoulder to shoulder, and unity in our diversity. And I think that's what we need in these times. So thank you, Richard. Thank you, Delicia, and thank you, Lemmy, for being part of the festival this year, because it brings a little bit of outside thinking into Hawke's Bay, but it also celebrates particularly Delicia's being brought up in Homana and coming back, and hopefully we see more of that. So thank you so much. If you haven't bought your festival tickets, now is a good time. So feel free to look at the program as well. We don't just have visual arts, we have performing arts. And on Monday night, Lemmy will open the festival at 7:30 with a piece called Transfigured Night, which will hopefully transfigure you one way or another. So ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for Delicia Sampero and her work.
So that was a little bit of a heavy note. I just wanted to say thank you everybody for coming. It's a very, very joyous and incredibly humbling experience to be here back home. Back in the Hawke's Bay. Everything's been amazing. People have been really amazing. My family's been working. Everybody's been working. It's a teamwork. So the exhibition truly is. And when it comes together, you just notice that you couldn't have done one single step alone. So thank you everybody for standing with me, to putting up with this slight obsession that I have. For my family, especially my mum and my auntie. Incredible support. I didn't have to make one single meal this week. I was just kind of catered for and had lots of helping hands. So if you want to hear more about the kind of heavy stuff that's going into the work, I am going to give a little 6-minute talk at the Pichakucha on the 20th, which will be one of the festival events, and I'll try to really prepare some kind of grunty stuff for you then. And also the exciting thing is that there's been kind of some spin-offs of this project. So my friend LJ here is doing a project with kids with the Ambassadors program, and they are going to perform their version of Threads of Touch at the Opera House at 11 o'clock on Sunday the 18th. So an incredible group of people I was lucky to do just a few hours of workshop with, and just blown away with what they bring to a topic like that. So it'll be amazing to see some of you there. But what a turnout, what a blessing. Thank you, have more wine and help me celebrate this. It's the suggestion this week's been, why don't you try watercolor?